Sequoia dendron giganteum. We are a strong and powerful kind that have existed on this planet for millions of years. My story began 1,244 years ago. There had been a great fire which had destroyed some of the forest and allowed my seed to germinate. I began to grow. The sun felt good on my branches. I drank the water from the ground. I grew fast. Soon I was the largest of any kind in the land. I could feel the wind through my branches. I could see the sun set or sunrise every morning, and in the evening I saw the sun set. I could see the eagles soaring high above me, and sometimes they would land on my branches, and sometimes they would nest there. I survived many fires. The bark that I had was 2 feet thick. It protected me from these fires. I was 280 feet tall. At my base, I was 25 feet wide. From here, this is how wide I was. My kind had coexisted with humans as far as I could remember. But then in 1852, humans from the East arrived. I had met many humans in the past, but these were different. They did not care about my kind. At first, it was one person. Then several arrived. They set up camp around me. They built their dwellings next to me. They laughed and they danced, and they built fires upon my friends. Then they started to tear at my bark. They tore into me and they took it down. What are you doing? How dare you do this to me? My kind has been here for millions of years. I am over 1,000 years old. I am Sequoia dendron giganteum. Oh, if I could walk, I would crush these filthy humans. I would stomp them into the ground. They do not deserve to live amongst us. They do not deserve my shade. But alas, I cannot walk. I can only look as they strip me bare. How will I protect myself in the next fire without my bark? But they were not done. They seemed to get joy from my pain and my destruction. 5 men came with long drills, and they drilled into my side. Oh, the pain! The pain of these drills. They drilled so deep down into my core. What were they doing? Then I realized what they were doing. They did not have a saw long enough, so they were drilling holes into my side all the way around. They wanted to knock me down. It is then that I realized that I would no longer see the sun set in the evening with all its beautiful colors. I would no longer be able to see the eagles soaring high above me on a beautiful summer day. I would no longer feel that comforting breeze of the wind through my branches. The drilling had ended. But I would not fall that easily. That is when they brought the wedges and they hammered them into me. They hammered and they hammered, cutting deeper and deeper into me, until finally they cut me in two. I, Sequoia dendron giganteum, was no more. In 1853, 1 year after Augustus T. Dowd had discovered Big Tree, 5 men using long drills and wedges knocked down this magnificent tree. It took them 22 days to do this. Once they were done, they flattened the stump and turned it into a dance floor. and they danced, and they laughed, and they drank at the destruction of this wonderful tree. The trunk part of the tree, they turned into a bowling alley, a 2-lane bowling alley and a bar. The bark that they had ripped off from this tree burned down a year later as it toured the country in attempts of luring more people to see this stump that had once been this wonderful tree. John Muir, one of our nation's earliest preservationists, was so angered by what had occurred that he wrote, "The vandals then danced upon the stump." Vandals indeed. Thank you.